plan, and then I'd love to take time to take questions. So let me just, some of you I'm meeting for the very first time tonight, so let me give you a little brief introduction. And it goes like this: I'm not a professional politician. I'm not even a lawyer. And I did not endorse Eric Holder to be Attorney General.
Anybody else?
Dave Ellswick invited Asa and I to debate on his show for 2 hours, and I accepted that this afternoon. So I don't know if Mr. Hutchinson will accept or not, but I'm ready to go. So we'll see. He's already canceled the first one that was scheduled, and it's canceled 2 now. And so we'll see about how this all works out. But I want to tell you, I thank you for coming tonight. And let me just briefly just give you a little quick campaign update, and that is we are smiling. We're smiling cautiously, but we're just having phenomenal response around the state and phenomenal encouragement. I did a event in Heber Springs a week ago tonight. I don't know what night is this. What a week ago tonight. I don't know. Last week we did an event in Heber Springs, and our Cleveland County team rented a restaurant that is usually closed on Monday night, and they had 100 seats that they could seat, and I think they sold 107, 108 tickets. Walked in, and it was wall-to-wall people, and just electric in the room. And well, being Monday night in Hot Springs Village, right?
Yeah.
And they had 300 seats, and they've sold 300 or something like that. Tammy, what's the?
What they said was they have no floor room for you to stand. So they have to create a stage so that they can elevate you and have enough seating area for everybody else. So 300 to 320 seats.
300 to 320 people. So
They don't even know they can put a projector in.
yeah, they're concerned about it. So
Yeah.
those are great problems. Tomorrow night, yesterday I was in Hot Springs for the Garland County Tea Party, and they passed out that one, and that was fun. And I enjoy the tea parties so much. And then tomorrow night I'll be in Hope for a Hempstead County Town Hall meeting. To which, by the way, my opponent and I were both invited, and he's not showing up, so they're giving me the whole time. So just, really, it's a horrible thing. They gave me the whole time. So that's in the Clips Auditorium. Some of you are familiar with Clips sound equipment, Clips speakers. That was in Hope. They've started in Hope, and it's the Clips Auditorium. So we should have good sound tomorrow night. And then Saturday night we're in.
That's Catherine.
Not Flippin', but Bull Shoals.
Somewhere in Arkansas.
North of Flippin' and Yellow.
We have a campaign manager.
Saturday night. Bull Shoals. I think we'll Bull Shoals Saturday nights. But I'm having a great time. I will tell you, I love Arkansans. I often talk about how the more Arkansans I meet, the more I like us. And it's just fascinating to me, because sometimes we'll take time to do, I know this isn't about education, but I'm giving you a campaign update. Sometimes we take time, especially if we're in some parts of Arkansas, like South Arkansas, which has been traditionally, historically very Democratic, to just take a little time and go around the town square and just go to business to business. And I really love going to the county courthouses in those places. And I got to tell you, I'm amazed, because I start talking to those people that have been historically and heretically, not, is that heretically? Not, that's the wrong word. What's the word for hereditary? Hereditarily. Not heretically. Well, maybe heretically, I don't know. Democratic, let me finish the sentence. Consistently, Democrats. They inherited it. And, I'll talk about them, about the problems that Arkansas faces and the solutions for those problems, and they all sound just like me. And it amazes me. In fact, I was talking to the county judge in Little River County, which is Ashdown. Somebody said, don't tell where the counties are, because nobody knows where the counties are except politicians and weathermen. Little River, which is Ashdown, And in the last election cycle, if you went to the courthouse in Ashdown and said you wanted to register to run as a Republican, the county clerk said, I'm quoting, "We don't do that here." Wow. You couldn't register to run a Republican. So I was talking to the county judge, standing in that county clerk's office a few weeks ago, and we were talking about it. I was talking about my economic development plan, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, he was on board. I mean, he said, "Yeah, that's what we got to do this, man. I'm excited." And I said, Judge, I mean, you're agreeing with, I'm a Republican. How do you feel? He said, I'm fine. I just want to do what you're talking about doing. So, but I will tell you that some of you heard the report from Governor Beebe a few years ago, where he talked about how Arkansas is 5th in the nation in education. Do you remember that? And he got that out of a very credible report, by the way. I went and got a copy of it. And it says we're 5th in the nation in education. And when I heard his report, like some of you, I got really worried about the other 45 states that we're better than. And so I went and got a copy of the report, and I found out we're 5th in the nation in education in the amount of money we spend on administration in public schools. But if you read the rest of the report, and there were some other things in there, that wasn't just a single quality, but that was the main thing. If you read the rest of the report also says, the same report says we are 45th in the nation in producing high school graduates who are prepared for success in life when they graduate. Which I will tell you, I think is a much more important measure of how we're doing education than how much money we're spending on administration. Some of you heard me talk, and you know that I am convinced that this isn't political speak. I am convinced that Arkansas has the capacities and the resources to be one of the most prosperous states in the nation. If you take a purely business look at the potential of Arkansas, you can come to no other legitimate conclusion that Arkansas has the resources to be one of the most prosperous states in the nation. And it frustrates me almost beyond description that we are 49th in the country in median household income. We're one step from the bottom in median household income. My team last year did a study of the neighboring states, and what they found out is that if you live in any state with which Arkansas shares a border, and you just make the median income in any one of these other states, you make $138 a week more than if you live in Arkansas and just make the median household income. Now that's just unforgivable. I've got some theories about why we got there, and I'm not talking about those tonight.